All right, back here live on the 2017 NARCh Finals live stream. I am Jeremy Ellis, and a special color commentary announcer joining me is Tyler Svoboda. I'd like to welcome him up to the broadcast booth. I'm sure, Tyler, you would like to be in other places, preferably down on the bench for this game, but a tough loss for your Connex RV ELE team earlier today.
Yeah, absolutely. It's thanks for having me up here, first of all, and obviously we'd rather be down there, but with only 8 guys, we put up the best fight we could, and Cypress just outlasted us.
So the Cypress are undefeated here in the 2017 NARCh Finals. They had that tie earlier against the Mission Black Ice, and I tell you what, Black Ice, their only loss of the tournament is the one that sends them home. It's too bad for them. We'll see what happens here as both these teams are undefeated. First chance of the hockey game comes right down there for RPD. They couldn't get the shot, though, and it's chipped all the way back down into the RPD end. Giving chase is Barry. This kid has really opened some eyes here in the 2017 NARCh Finals. Kettler tries to give him the business. Barry tried to center it out front. Kettler picks up the loose puck, and he'll just let Barry overskate him as Kettler starts to work the puck up the floor. We've played 1 minute here in the hockey game. No score. The winner of this one will be taking on the Lebeda Snipers later on tonight at 7 o'clock in the NARCh Pro Championship game. This is Spezia out onto the floor with the puck for the first time. You've got Spezia, Krogman, Kettler, and I believe Novak down there low. Novak with the puck and whips it back down into the corner. How do you expect this thing to play out here? You've seen both of these teams, Tyler, with their styles of play.
I think you're going to see a lot of resets like that where Novak throws it back and they get the change. You get fresh players. You're going to see the wheels of Spezia trying to bring it out of the zone. I mean, there's 2 pretty deep teams here. They're going to get a lot of chances, but you see a lot of puck possession, a lot of guys waiting for their opportunities to, find those gaps and spots. But, some call it boring, but that's good roller hockey. And, I would expect to see a chess match, not checkers.
So that was Spezia getting the puck and using that speed. We've seen that breakout play that RPD has ran a couple times. I'd like to get that stretch pass, get Spezia with the legs moving. There's not a lot of people that can keep up with him when he gets those legs moving, especially game speed-wise, and taking it down the floor. Face-off was controlled there by RPD. They do that reset that Tyler mentioned and whip it all the way back down into their own end. JP Larmayu on it first for RPD. He wears number 22. He's in behind his goalie, and that's Zach Lane. Zach winning the skills competition last evening in the NARCh Pro Division, so he picked up a little extra cash last night. They bring it back down into their own end. I'm sure his wife was happy. Maybe they got a good steak dinner out of that, Tyler.
I don't know. Maybe Joe took it all. Who knows?
Got to fuel up the truck somehow.
Probably a split.
Here comes RPD back the other direction. That shot didn't get through. And Larmayu was on it first. He whacks it all the way back down in his own end. Arcibal on it now for RPD. They send it over to Alex Kyle. Kyle out there. He twists it back over to Nielsen back behind his own net. 12:20 left to go here in a scoreless first period. We thought that the last game would be pretty low scoring. They put up 7 between the two teams in a 4-3 Snipers final. Could easily see this one with under 5 goals, somewhere around in that range, as both these teams like to possess the puck, play a good defensive shell. Here's a chance now for RPD. There's a shot that didn't get through. They transition back the other direction. Swims smacks it ahead. They come right in. They get it back to Swims. Swims tried to get possession of the puck. Archibald knocked him off it, but Adam able to regain and sends it back to Smolinski, who was the hero in that game against you guys.
Still hurts.
Here comes Swims back the other direction. He's waiting for fresh personnel. Now he whips it all the way back down. Nobody was down there. So his goaltender has to come all the way out and play it into the corner. And luckily it ends up on the stick of Krunagel. He gets the puck back in the corner. Almost knocked himself down as he ran out of real estate. Hodge with the puck and circling back into his own end. So the Cypress play a little bit of puck possession here. Touch and go really for both teams. 11:15 left to go in this one. I believe that is Tyler Colley in between the nets, in between the pipes for the Cypress. Here comes Krunagel trying to cruise through the neutral zone. Almost had it taken off his stick. And here's Hodge with it. Actually, that's Purcell. Purcell takes a shot. No, that is Hodge. Tough to see without the numbers coming straight at you. Not the best vantage point up here, Tyler. I know this is kind of your rookie go up here in the broadcast booth, but I'm sure you can see now the conditions that I'm forced to work with.
It's a rough angle. If I didn't know guys' skating styles and what equipment they wore, I probably wouldn't be able to tell who's who from up here, to be honest.
It's tough. Thankfully, we get to know these guys year over year, but, someone new comes out on the floor. Matt Berry, I didn't know him from Adam come that first game, so it took me a while. Thankfully, he had a blue helmet where everyone else had a black one, so he made it easy for me. They whip it behind the net. They try to break it out now as Hodge sent it up the boards. Still kind of touch and go here. We've played just nearly 5 minutes, 10-13 left to go in a scoreless second semifinal game here in the NARCh Pro Division. Here come the Cypress back the other way. This is Ross. Ross making a move, taking a shot that got past Kettler, but it goes wide of the net. Bryson Johnson smacks it behind to his fellow St. Lucian, and they slam on the brakes there. This is Kettler with it. Novak swung behind the net. He elects not to take the puck, though, and now gets it from Kettler up across the red line, trying to work in on Barry. Barry giving him the business, walks in, feeds it right out in front, and all alone is Bryson Johnson right there on the doorstep, and RPD gets on the board first. Bryson Johnson with an easy task of just chipping it home. Novak does the work. You can see it here on the replay. Novak goes wide and puts it right on the stick of Bryson Johnson. Not sure who the defender was there, but you got to do a better job of tying up out front, Tyler.
Absolutely, you got to stick on Johnson, but Novak, that's what makes him so dangerous. He cruises out of the zone, looks like he's not skating hard, but he's still moving fast, and he's one of the best playmakers in the Pro Division, so that's somebody you have to close the gap on sooner than that, or at least squeeze him off there.
So we've seen a couple defensive breakdowns, uncharacteristic of both teams. We saw it by Black Ice in the game against the Snipers. Nice smack pass over there by Spezia. He finally gets it back to Krogman. Krogman had his stick lifted. They battle for it there. Ross gives him the business behind the net. Marmareau sets the break back the other direction. Here comes RPD going down the other way. Trying to walk right in. The puck is loose. Let's see. The official still no signal. The whistle blew as one of the Cypress players came crashing in. And thankfully for Cypress fans, Collie able to get and corral the puck. That's always a dangerous play, Tyler, when you got your defender coming in, back-checking, and crashing into your goaltender. That's how injuries occur.
Absolutely, and that's Novak again with unsuspecting speed, changing speeds on the guy, looking unassuming, and just making a drive to the net, and that forces the guy to dive into his goalie. I mean, people need to give Novak more respect out here in my eyes. I don't know why that name isn't known yet, or if they don't know it, they need to figure it out quick.
Novak really flashed on the screen back in when he was a Bantam and such, working with George Brown's Black Ice teams, and then he really started to step up and make a name for himself in the pro levels. Played college ice hockey at Western Michigan. Now he's been lacing him up for the Quad Cities in the East Coast League. I had a chance to talk to him. He said he'll be back there at the start of this season. So I'll see if I can maybe make my way down there and check him out from Chicago. Here is Barry with it. Barry makes a nice little chip. Tried to get it to Swims. It's intercepted. Perry trying to get control of the puck. Actually, that's Spezia. And now Barry with it. Barry feeds right out in front. Ross's shot. Rebound, scores. And Adam Swims gets it. And Swims right there on the doorstep. And he's not known as a goal scorer, so anything you get from number 77 is great. Is 1-1 hockey game.
I think all too often you get caught in these pro games where everybody wants to make that perfect backdoor play, and you see for the first 4 minutes or so, everyone feels each other out, throws it back, resets, and then the goals come in spurts, and they're not always pretty, and you need a couple of mucky goals to win these type of games. So, got plays like that. I preach them on our bench. I think these guys should continue to throw the puck at Zach and see what happens and see what kind of rebounds you get and what comes of it.
Yeah, for sure. There's guys that make a living of it here in pro hockey. Jack Combs comes to mind because he's always posted up in front of the net. Swims doesn't normally jump into the play. This time he carried the puck down and just continued his route right to the front of the net. And he was Johnny on the spot to put that rebound goal home. It's a 1-1 game now with 7:50 left to go. Here comes Arcibal back the other direction, weaving his way through, trying to get a shot. As Schwartz tried to close the legs on him to kind of block it, and that shot was forced over to the side, and now Smolinski takes it behind his own net, and he'll reset there. Schwartz crosses behind, and Smolinski brings it up the right side. Coming down the floor now with it. Leaves it back off to Maddox, and Maddox swings it back to Schwartz. Those two, one of the few cage wearers here in the Pro Division, Schwartz and Maddox. I'm Sure, they get a little ribbing from the old-timers out there. They slam on the brakes, 7:12 left to go. So a 1-1 score here. Started off kind of quiet, then we had some fireworks. One of the players for the Cypress took a stick up high, but I think it was just kind of deflected. No call from the official. That's Holtz taking a look, looking for some call here. Here comes Kyle, and Kyle ripped that one just wide of the net, trying to go to the backside on Kali. Comes all the way back down into the RPD end, and that's where they'll reset it in behind their goaltender lane. Kyle circles back and looks for the pass. He gets it. It banks off the board. A little springy hop. Kyle able to track it down, trying to go wide. Kyle gets tugged a bit, feeds it out front. They fight for it. The puck is still loose. Cruising in looking for it. Where's RPD, and now Kyle tracks it back down and gets it. It's knocked free from his stick by Maddox. They got a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Now it's a 3-on-1. They get it back over to Maddox. There's a shot. Actually, that was Schwartz, and Schwartz just ripped it wide of the net. It goes all the way back down into the Cypress end, and you got to take advantage of 3-on-1s, Tyler.
Yeah, I mean, if that shot's got to go at least on goal if you're not going to hit the high trailer. I mean, they're lucky that wasn't a breakout pass for an odd man going the other way.
So there's a puck swept off the stick of Purcell. RPD with the change of possession. Here comes Perry. Perry steps in, flutters one towards the net. Didn't get all of it as he had a player. That was, I think, Loggins. Loggins really doesn't get much time with this RPD team, but when he's out there, he tries to utilize his speed and provide his team with a spark.
He's still their rookie. He's come a long way. He's a California kid. He's playing the ice hockey. He's getting stronger. He was a twig last year, but he's definitely gotten stronger on his skates. A little bit harder to knock off the puck, and he's starting to earn his minutes.
There's Perry. What a shot there by number 73, and that one rang off the crossbar. Perry almost put his team up by a goal. Sweeps behind the net. Perry trying to work it out front. He gloved it. It's finally touched up now by one of the Cypress players, so no hand pass. It's waved down there. They battle for it on the neutral zone boards over there. 4 players, now 5 of them come together, and finally the official just shut things down as it didn't look like it was going to come loose anytime soon. So you saw that shot of Perry. He's really come alive and grown his game over the years. I remember when he was that young skinny twig that you just talked about with Loggins, but he's really stepped up his game, tough to knock off the puck, and he's got a shot that'll rank right up there with all of them.
Absolutely. You know, when you talk about the hardest shots in the game, you've got him, you've got Hawkins, you've got Sarvac. Crazy can still fire it. Matt White has an incredible release. I mean, but Perry's right in that conversation, the top 5 shooters in the entire league.
So Kettler tracks it down back into his own end. Ross gave him a little bit of a pressure, and then he swings back. Now they've got 2 flyers with it. Here comes Spezia. He's got space and speed working up top of the circle. Spezia's shot. That one rifles high off the glass. It hops over Barry's stick. Ross chasing after it, and Kettler had to be careful there to whack it back the other direction. Now Spezia with it. Spezia gets tugged off the puck as he tries to back pass it to Krogman. Krogman out there and hands it off to Novak on the rink-wide pass. Novak working 1-on-2. Good poke check work there by Barry. Barry has the puck. He's got speed. Barry got a step on Novak, trying to get the puck. Good back check there by Novak. You talked about the speed and how it doesn't get respect. There he shows it on the defensive end. He's got the puck once again. Leaves it off for Spezia. Tries to sweep it through. Kettler's right there on the doorstep, trying to bang it home. The puck is still loose. And oh, what an opportunity there for Kettler, who was right there all alone looking for the go-ahead goal. He couldn't put it home. Now it's Spezia. Wraps it back to his teammate. Here comes Krogman. Krogman trying to get loose. He goes 1-on-3. Has the puck ripped from his stick by Ross. Now the Cypress back the other direction. Swims up ahead. He's got the goal for the Cypress. That pass wasn't handled by Holtz, and it turns back over. Now this is Alex Kyle. Kyle, big shot. I think Kali got a piece of it. They bang each other on the far side boards. It goes behind the net. Cypress with the puck. 3:37 left to go in a fast-moving first half. Here comes Ross. Ross trying to work wide on Kettler. Using the body to shield him off. Good position there by Lane. The puck is still loose. Now Lane paddles it aside. Swims up on it first. Fed it right out in front, and Ross almost got a stick on it. Spezia with the puck, and he'll slow things down behind his net to Kettler. Smolinski right there watching him closely. Now they give it off to Spezia. Spezia turning the legs over, looking, and he's going to head off to the bench. You can see when he started to throttle it down, Tyler, that he needed a blow, and so he heads over to the bench. Kettler tries to feed it out front. There's a man right out in front that goes off the post.
Oof. Appreciate guys like Kettler that stay back and your glue guys, and everyone can go for a turn. Here on the chance here, crossbar down and out, and
wow,
ooh,
that was close.
That was still loose. Poor referee's just on a bad angle there and blew it dead because he lost sight.
Let's take a look at this one more time. It's tough to see. I mean, that had to hit top to bottom. That one was super close. RPD doesn't really put up much of a stink, though, so nice face-off draw right off of it, and they get a shot there as Corey Kettler, first time that we've seen him touch the puck in an offensive chance. Gosh, they just got so much firepower over on this RPD bench. They can just keep rolling big name after big name. Haven't even said Corey Kettler, and here it is, 2:42 left to go in the first half. They leave it off there for Kyle. Kyle tries to feed it across. Was looking for Archibald. They've got a 2-on-1 back the other direction. Here comes Smolinski making the move. Smolinski couldn't get a shot off. Good defense there by Larmayu. He gets the puck back the other way. They're going end-to-end right now. Got a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Get it to the center of the trailer is Kyle. Back down low, trying to feed it across. Larmayu couldn't put it in backdoor. We have got some action. Here comes Schwartz back the other direction. Actually, that's Maddox. Tries to feed it in front. Turnover there. Archibald trying to get the puck. They send it over the near side boards, and I'll take a second to catch my breath. Alex Kyle with the puck. Kyle working across the red line. He's going to try to run and gun just a bit. Now he pitches it back. RPD looking for another scoring chance here. Both teams with one goal. Cypress player lost his stick and ends up high on the stick of Perry. Perry retreats for a second as he sees some of his teammates head over to the bench. Slogan's back out onto the floor now for his second shift of the hockey game. He's got the puck working down the left side. Takes a big shot. That one goes high and wide. Tries to smack the rebound towards the front of the net. Able to track down the loose puck, though, is Troy. And he gets it back up top to Krogman. Nice hustle there by Loggins. They circle now into Perry. Perry trying to get that shot off. Nice low shot. Just goes wide of the net. He's trying to go glove side on Collie. Brayson Johnson feeds it across.
The patience here of Alkali is really making the difference. I think for a few minutes there you saw the up and down trade chance hockey. I think that would favor Verbero here way more than it would Alkali. So if Alkali can continue to possess the puck, I think they're going to be in a better position here towards the end of the game. But if I'm Cypress, I want to trade chances, go up and down the rink and have odd mans each way.
They send it all the way back into Hodge. Under a minute to go, 40 seconds left. 1-1 our score here. Very tightly contested second NARCh Pro semifinal. All four of our semifinalists were undefeated coming into the game. The Black Ice lost their first game, which knocked them out. A 4-3 decision to the Snipers. Here's a chance now as Loggins was cruising in using the speed. And we've got players crashing into the net. That was Purcell crashing into his own goaltender. Tell you what, we've really seen the speed on display for this RPD team. They're going up and down, back and forth, and that's forced the defense to really back check hard. And we've seen a couple times where they've crashed into their own goaltender.
Absolutely. I give the Cypress team a lot of credit. They've played way better. If you look at these rosters on paper, you think Alkali takes this game easily, but they've really hung in with a lot of good teams. They tied Black Ice last night. They gave it to us today. I just think that they are digging in and playing a great team system. And, they're putting up with the speed and the skill of other teams that they may not have, but they're making up for it with heart.
Oh, there's a slash there. There's a slash there. Spezia took a shot. It was blocked. The rebound was right there. And as Spezia got ready to shoot it, Ross took a big hack and snapped the twig there of Tyler Spezia. So not only do you never want to, put yourself down shorthanded, but you definitely don't want to do it with only 4 seconds remaining in a period. Anything that happens in that last minute of a period or of a hockey game, it always burns just a little bit more. Let's see if they can get a shot off here in this last 4 seconds. Got Kyle in to take the draw. Almost got it back to Spezia. It's chipped back all the way down, and that'll do it for our first 15 minutes of play, and it's a 1-1 game, but we're going to have a power play coming up for RPD. Tyler, your thoughts on that first 15 minutes?
I just think you see it as every other pro game starts out as a chess match in a playoff. Nobody wants to give a little bit. Everybody's holding it behind their net, looking for their good spots. And then you see those minute and a half, 2.5 minute breaks where it's up and down, trading chances. And that's when you get to see the true speed and skill of all these talented players. And that's what makes it so exciting. And then all of a sudden it settles down again and you go back, coaches are screaming, calm down, bring it back, let's reset, get under control, because puck possession is key in this. And if you possess the puck, you possess the game and the clock and everything, and you determine how the game goes. So I'm shocked this is a 1-1 game going into the half here, and this could go either way.
Well, you want to keep an eye on some of the big names out there, but typically what we've seen in some of these pro games, especially in the waning moments, it can be an unlikely hero. Smolinski earlier against you guys. You've got Adam Swims with a goal for the Cypress. Not one that you'd come to mind maybe in the first 5 players that you name on the Cypress that you think would have gotten that first goal. RPD's got lots of players out there that typically you wouldn't be surprised if they got something in the net, but there's been some guys that are quiet. Bryson Johnson's got the goal. He's not probably right out there the first 4 or 5 that you would mention getting goals. One of the younger players for this RPD team, still making his way, but when he's been out there, he's provided them with quality minutes. They've got the puck right now, and their power play unit is out on the floor. They send it up top to Spezia. Spezia and Kettler with Kyle, Novak, and Alex Kyle down low. They try to feed it over to Novak. He goes back up top to Spezia. Look at the puck movement, and finally Purcell gets a stick in the passing lane and really ripping it around there. They go back into that diamond. They've got Kyle in front of the net. He wants it. He spins it across. They didn't get a shot yet, and finally they do, and Collie goes full split to make the glove save. He's seen a nice pass. I think maybe a shot should have came down low and top to Spezia. Maybe Kettler fires that one. He puts it behind him.
It's easy to say one too many
Sure.
from up here, but yeah, definitely Kettler. But Kettler's not a guy that looks to shoot. He's a glue guy. He's a team guy, so he's looking to make the pass every time, and he'll occasionally bang one home. But and there's Novak.
Novak trying to jam it home. There was a quick whistle. Official lost sight of the puck, or the net came off the line there. They'll check it. Either way it goes, it's going to be a face-off down low. They've got Novak and Kyle operating down low, while Spezia and Kettler are the guys up top. All 4 of these guys very deft with the stick and can operate in tight spaces. You saw Novak that time. This time Purcell just rings it all the way back down. That'll be good enough to wrap about 10 to 15 seconds off this power play. 30 seconds remaining in the man advantage.
This will be a huge kill if Cypress can get this here, but I don't know. Look how tight of a box, and there you go. Absolutely ripped one off. Spezia's got a box.
Well, Spezia up top, a little bit undisciplined there because Linsky and then Purcell did not rotate out up top. That allowed Spezia to walk it right in there. You see it. Smolinski late getting over. Nobody stepped out, and Spezia's got a shot that's going to beat 90% of the goaltenders that'll ever line up and get in that crease. And he goes up top, and Spezia gives RPD a 2-1 lead. Power plays are so crucial in our game of roller hockey, and they're so deadly just because of the numbers that are out on the floor. 4 on 3, and this time the Alkali RPD team gets it and puts in that game, that go-ahead goal. 2-1 our score, 13:40 left to go. Cypress will now try to battle back here. They've done it once already in this hockey game, and they'll need to get this guy going. It's Matt Berry with the puck, number 84. Doesn't see any space there as Kyle was right on top of him as he crossed the red line, and now Hodge will take it back in his own end. Swims back to Hodge. Kettler cruises through. Kettler really trying to disrupt things, and now it comes to Berry. See if he can get the legs churning, trying to make a move, goes between the legs of Kyle. Those two probably played against each other in college as Berry's a Michigan State guy. Kyle wearing the maize and blue at Michigan, tried to feed it out front. Garrett Ross was right there. Ross has the puck. Zach Lane tried to sweep it off his stick, and Hodge is forced to retreat into his own zone and pick it up. Hodge with it. Hodge circling, trying to get around Corey Kettler. Hodge goes down, loses the puck. No penalty there. That was a pretty good stick check, and Hodge just kind of stumbled and went down. Now Krogman sends it all the way back down into his own end. Larmer will slam on the brakes behind Lane, and they'll try to run a little bit of clock, but they quickly move the puck. Nice job there by RPD to keep that puck moving, but keep possession of it at the same time. Perry comes together with one of the Cypress players. Lots of Michigan connection out on this Cypress team, and that's where Perry hails from. He does a nice job of batting that puck out of the air and taking it back into his own zone. So they've done a good job of wasting a good minute and a half here, Tyler, and keeping possession of the puck.
Yeah, you're looking to eat time right now. You don't want to fall back too much into a shell. You don't want to force things like that, and give up an odd man. But you really want to possess the puck. I'd rather see them possess it in the offensive end. So if there's a turnover, it doesn't turn into an easy chance. But I understand that it's easier to possess in the defensive end. But all coaches want to see you hold it down on the O end just in case.
We saw the Snipers really almost get caught with that in the last game as they were trying to play keep away down low, and Black Ice almost made him pay. Smolinski twisted one towards the net. That goes wide. Now it comes back onto the stick RPD. Here comes Larmayu with it. Larmayu working up the floor, going through the neutral zone, trying to twist and turn, going wide on an offender. He got an opening. I don't think he wanted to find himself here, and instead we've got an opening, and we're going to have a penalty here, and it's going to be a high sticking call. And is that going to go against Loggins? I believe it is, so RPD will go on the penalty kill, and Loggins battling for position in front of the net, got the twig up high, and he's going to go off for a minute 30.
This is a big one here. This is a great chance for Cypress to get back in it. The old saying is you win and lose NARCh Pro on the penalty kill and power play. This is where it's done.
So the go-ahead goal was scored on the power play by Spezia. Now Verbero will get their chance here. So Loggins, one of the rookies on the RPD team, making a rookie mistake. The high stick, giving the Cypress a power play. They've got Hodge, Barry, Ross, and Purcell out there. Purcell has it hop over his stick, regains possession. Quick 10 seconds off of that power play. Ross almost hit the skids there as he kind of overcompensated. Hodge, not the best look there. I think he was just trying to throw it towards the net and get it down low to Barry. Barry battles with it in the corner. 5 players come out there. It goes right out to Purcell and selling out. I think that was Archie going down low to get it. Here comes Novak. Novak trying to work on Hodge. Novak, oh, he got the reach, but he just ran out of room. He tucked it off the side of the net. Here he comes again. Novak working through. Novak gives it off. Archibald back to Novak, scores! Oh my goodness, what a play by those two. It all is possible. Novak. Let's watch it. Novak taking out 3 guys, gets it over to Archibald, gives it right back to him. And I tell you what, Collie is just run ragged on that play. A short-handed goal. Boy, that one stings.
You can't teach patience like that. Novak just has it. And for Archie to have the presence of mind to slide it back to him because the goalie overcommitted to Archie there. I mean, that could be a dagger there.
Unbelievable effort there by Kyle Novak, single-handedly setting up that short-handed goal. It's now 3-1 RPD. Cypress shell-shocked just a bit. Be nice for them to get a power play goal, get back in things and kind of forget about it just a little bit. Purcell gave a little shade screen, gets the puck back, and shoots it right into the chest of Zach Lane. Wow, what a huge play by Novak. But
that was gigantic. And the Verbero power play just doesn't seem organized. Like they're all kind of floating around the top there. It doesn't seem like they're all on the same page. And it's crucial that they get one here in 22 seconds to stay in this game.
The official talking to Purcell as he heads to the bench. I'm sure he's telling him you were this close to getting the interference call down there. Schwartz up off the bench and with the puck now for the Cypress. Keep an eye on the box. 13 seconds left in the man advantage. Here comes Barry. Barry's watched there closely, and Barry sends one right past the ear of Spezia, but it ends up in the mitt of Zach Lane. Only 7 seconds left here in the power play. 10 minutes exactly remaining on your game clock.
Yeah, they're going to have to get somebody in front of Lane there. That shot's never going in. At that level, I mean, you have to have some sort of screen or some sort of traffic in front to get beat with a wrist shot from there.
Here's Schwartz. Schwartz stepping up inside the circle. Loggins back out of the floor, hustling to get back into the play now. Schwartz's pass was intercepted. Now he's able to get it back up top. Here's Ross, and Ross fires a hard one towards the net. Looked like he had some room on the backside blocker side. Instead, he tries to test the glove of Zach Lane, and he's up to the challenge. 9:43 left to go. Jeremy Ellis and Tyler Svoboda coming to you from Broadcast Center here at the 2017 NARCh Finals. We're streaming live. Be sure to check out all the action here on the arena rink. There's a bouncing puck right in front of the net. It's gloved. It's knocked down out of the air. It's good to go. Back the other direction now with Kettler. Cody wanted to twist it back. He works 1-on-2. He's got some help coming. Drops it off to Kyle. Kyle trying to get into a shooting lane, and that one rifles high and wide. Corey Kettler is down there providing a screen in front of the net. Nice job by Cody to whack it back down into his own end, and that's where Bryson Johnson will reset. Both Kettler boys out there. This is Corey. Over to Kyle. Kyle's got a step. steps into a big wrist shot. It goes right into the chest of the goaltender for the Cypress, and they wrap it all the way back down into their own end, and RPD will take it back over here with 9 minutes left.
Kyle can absolutely fire it. That kid has an absolute rocket. When we played them, we were always making sure we knew where he was on the floor. It's a guy you have to worry about constantly.
So Bryson Johnson, he's got 1 goal in this hockey game. There have been 3 for RPD, and that's where we stand right now, a 3-1 lead for the team in gray and orange. Here they come back the other direction. Kyle walking in. Oh, and a beautiful save there by Collie. Kettler almost got it. They tried to send it over into the corner. They were looking for Kettler. They almost made the Kettler to Kettler connection as Corey tried to find Cody on the backside. Now Kyle's got a step. Here comes Kyle walking in, shooting, and that one just rifles wide of the net. Cypress scrambling just a bit in their own end as RPD extends the pressure, looking for that really game-clinching goal now. Kettler has it inside the zone, and now he'll pitch it back to Bryson Johnson. 8:05 left to go here in our second period. 3-1 our score, RPD on top.
If you're a young player out there, watch what Kettler does away from the puck, with the puck. Just another little smart move right there. That guy does so many little things that helps his teammates and makes his teammates better. It's unbelievable. It goes unrecognized on the score sheet, but Kettler is one of the best players out there on the floor right now.
Logan's back out there on the floor, so Coach Joe Cook doesn't penalize him too much for taking that minor penalty. Led to a shorthanded goal for his team. Corey Kettler comes up. Actually, that was Perry comes up with the puck. You talk about the play of Cody Kettler. I'll tell you, some of the people that recognize that are the Team USA guys, because he's been on that team in back-to-back sessions, and this time winning a gold medal in Slovakia. There's a puck that's loose right in front of the net as Larmayu walked all the way down, but Kettler, one of those guys, it's not going to show up on the stat sheet as much, but he does all those little things. And not only does he have hardware throughout his career as a child and growing up into college, but he also has a gold medal from IIHF, and I'm sure that one is right up there on the top of the mantle. And there's a player that goes down, and we're going to have a penalty coming up against the Cypress. RPD on it quickly, and let's see the strategy here.
How long do they sit on it here?
Yeah, the goaltender is off, so the rule is once they cross the red line, and Spezia says to heck with it, I'm running and gunning. Spezia tries to make the move, and going down is Hodge to get the touch up, and Ross will go off into the penalty box for the second time. His first penalty proved costly. It was a power play goal by Spezia. This time he's going to go off for a trip, and we'll see if RPD can make him pay once again.
Let's see if they do what they did last time on the power play, that they worked it down to Kyle and Novak, and then they overcorrected the power play and got everybody low, which opened up Spezia for the high shot, and they made an adjustment. So let's see if they start to work it low or go opposite here.
Well, they've got the same 4 personnel, and everyone sets up in those same spots. Kyle down here in front of us. Spezia goes down low to Novak. Novak using some patience. They're trying to take away the top pass here and giving a little bit more space to the guys down low. You got Schwartz down there with Purcell and Hodge. Hodge really selling out, making a diving effort. You can see him grab the side. He took that right there in the rib cage, but nice job there by Hodge, able to get his body in front of the shot there by Spezia. You really have to pick your poison here, and who do you shade to? I would tend to think you have to go over and really cheat on Spezia and force Kettler to take that shot, because I think we both agree that Spezia's shot just a little bit more lethal than Cody's.
Absolutely. Now they've switched here, so they're on their one-time side. So let's see if they move it back and forth and get that one-timer for Spezia.
So Spezia's going to work it up top to Kettler. They really extended. Kettler now takes the shot. That one goes wide of the net. 2 Cypress players rotated up high. Purcell comes back down low. Now here's a shot right in on Collie, as Kyle got a look and tried to tee one up, and they weren't able to get the traffic in front of Collie. Collie does a good job of gobbling that up, getting the whistle. Down to 18 seconds. This is just about the time in the last power play where they got the goal, so can they squeeze it here for another 18 seconds? They make changes.
Coach throws Krogman out there to make sure you've got another D here with only 18 seconds left in the power play with a 3-1 lead. Smart.
Barry comes out this time, and he replaces one of the defenders. Now it works back up top to Krogman. He has the puck. Krogman in the shooting lane, and Purcell gets the backside in front of that shot. 3 seconds left in the power play. And there you go. You talk about the smarts. Kettler realizes the man's coming out of the box, so what does he do? He takes it back in his own end. As soon as I say that, he turns the puck over. Here comes Purcell the other direction, working on Krogman. Two 91s going face to face, and that shot by Purcell just goes wide of the net. Garrett Ross out of the box and on the puck now. He's watched there closely by Spezia. He smartly knows he's not going to beat Tyler in a foot race, so he gives up the puck. Now it ends up on the stick of Purcell. Purcell across the red line. Under 5 minutes left to go. Purcell's pass intercepted there by Cody Kettler. RPD trying to transition from offense to defense. Barry's been quiet in this game. They just can't get him the puck. Can the Cypress? He wants it. He's down there at the far side. Swims now finally gives it up to him. Let's see what Barry does. 4:20 left to go here in the hockey game. Barry working down the left side. Makes a pass back to Purcell. Purcell stepping up, feeding Barry down low. Barry stepping into a shot right in. And that's a tough angle. Usually you see those shots go up high off the glass. This time he was able to get it right in on the goaltender, perhaps for a rebound chance. But 4:10 left to go. They need some offense. They need it in a hurry. Tyler down 3-1.
RPD's doing a great job of taking away the middle of the rink, and Cypress is forced to take these outside, no-angle shots. I mean, in this day and age, I like to get the goalie out quick. I mean, I'm 3:30, 3 minutes, down 2. I mean, with the puck possession they're able to play with, I mean, I think you get your chances instead of waiting until 30 seconds or a minute when you need 2. I think you got to get control and get him out sooner than later here.
Yeah, I'm definitely in agreement with you. I would love to do some analytical studies, because as I go through my hockey travels, I just see teams not be aggressive enough with pulling the goaltender. Here's a chance now for Hodge. Hodge's centering pass is intercepted. It ends up back on top to Swims. You got to take advantage. Here's a chance right now. 3:40.
You have possession.
You have possession down in your own end. Let's get the goaltender out. That'll force RPD to back off on the forecheck too. It'll give you a look to get the puck all the way up. Here comes Smolinski working down the side. Sending one in, and Smolinski! Oh, his nickname is Smoker. He makes it to the hockey game. Smolinski. Wow. It's an innocent-looking play. He comes down the left side, comes right in low, right about the bottom of the circle, and swipes a backhand right between the legs of Zach Lane. And we've got a whole new hockey game, Tyler, 3-2.
Absolutely. Now they don't have to worry about pulling so soon, and Zach might hate me for this, but if there was one question mark for RPD coming to this tournament, it was goaltending. I love Zach. He's a great goalie. I played with him for years, but, you know, up and down the roster is incredible. You know, he hasn't played a ton of NARCh Pro lately. He's kind of backed up Jerry Kuhn for this team, so it's tough, you know, and he's in a tough spot here, and hopefully he can lock it down for these guys.
So 3:09 left to go here. Wow, tough words for our skills competition top goaltender.
Like I said, I love Zach. He's a great kid. You won't find a better kid out there, but that was the question mark for this team coming in, so tell it how it is.
Tyler, that's why we got you up in the box. You're giving us that perspective. You're down there coaching against these guys left and right. You've played in this division before.
Once upon a time.
All right, Smolinski. He's got 2 of the biggest goals I'd probably say in his career here today. That second goal of the day for him has put his team within 1. They look for the equalizer now. Time is still ticking away. 2:25 left. It's a 3-2 hockey game. Here's Hodge. Hodge centers it. Hodge centers it. No one is there. Barry still trying to get going. I'd love to see him just put on another highlight here late in the hockey game. Oh, wow. Barry forces the turnover. Here comes Barry walking right in, and Zach Lane comes up with a huge save.
Zach with a huge save and a power play coming now for Verbero.
Oh, wow. We got a tripping call as Barry goes down.
Archie does not like it.
Oh, wow. Archie is headed to the box late in this hockey game. Just 2:06 remaining here on the game clock. Your score is 3 for RPD, 2 for the Cypress, and a timeout taken by RPD, I believe. And Coach Cook is going to talk to him about the penalty kill unit, and that'll give Cypress a chance to talk about their offense here on the power play. So they've really got to put pressure. Let me ask you this, Tyler. When do you make the move to pull the goalie and get a 2-man advantage here late in the hockey game?
That's the debatable part here. I mean, Cypress's power play has not looked good so far throughout this entire game. They haven't done much. The quality of chances haven't been there. They've kind of been floating around. It doesn't look like they're on the same page for a look. Adding that extra player could be the difference of tapping in a rebound goal on the back door. I say you win it, and if you win it clean and get possession here, you go at it for at least the first 30 seconds, 4-on-3, and if nothing develops, I say you rip him out, get that extra guy out there and see what you can do, because then you already have him out, and you're looking at what, 30 seconds left, 36 seconds to get that last tying goal. So
here's my theory. If you're going to pull him now. I'd rather have the extra guy right there on the face-off to get a chance of getting puck possession right there on the face-off.
The only argument is that if they lose that draw cleanly and they get a good chance at it. But right now, though, I mean, with you, I would say I'd take them. I mean, you're down to nitty-gritty time here. Your offense has been nearly anemic. You had barely a backhand, no-angle goal just go in kind of luckily. It's not like you're creating chances consistently. Backhand no-look passes at the top of the crease is not how you run a power play.
There's Barry. Barry's shot goes right in. They had a man on the doorstep. That was Hodge looking for the rebound. They give it back over to Barry. Barry trying to send one in. Puck is loose. Rebound. And Zach Lane makes another huge save. Purcell grabbing off. They're going to say Purcell. I see the official, Mike Sarter, making a signal. He starts to wheel his way over to the box. Let's take a look at it once again. Barry fires it. Purcell was all by himself. Look at the splits there by Zach Lane. If Purcell could have got some altitude on that puck, he could get it over the leg pad. And let's see, no one's in the box. Well, there it is. It's Purcell. The officials are already coming down to this end to signal that there is going to be a penalty and a face-off down low. Purcell's asking what is going on. I believe they're just going to call that he slashed the goaltender after he had it covered. So Purcell, very costly penalty. And again, get that goalie out of there, make it a 5-on-3, Tyler.
Yeah, I agree. I probably would have won the puck, wouldn't have had to slash the goalie or do the extra thing. And I think word got to Zach Lane that I called him out a little bit on that soft goal because he's been incredible since.
So it's 3-on-3 hockey now, a minute 32 left in regulation time.
This is a huge draw. Lazily took it. Got to get this puck for your Cypress.
Ross trying to battle for it. He gets bodied off the puck by Novak. They still battle away for it. 3 Cypress players, and finally Hot. Oh, what a terrible pass. It goes right onto the stick of Novak, and that's an uncharacteristic play by number 10. He's the captain of this team, and Tyler, he just gave it right back up, and they can just sit back down there and hold it.
Yeah, this is going to be a game of keep away here, and even pros hit the panic button every now and then. He's even going to have to chase behind here. He's going to have to give up a chance for them to get the puck back. You're going to have to give up an odd man rush. They may even recycle back. Someone has to stay on Novak. You can't just back up in the zone here. You have to be manned up as tight as possible because they're just eating 54 seconds, and this is over.
So the puck is back to Novak down behind his net. Garrett Ross again gives chase. Barry tries to get a stick on Novak. Here's that odd man rush that you talked about. They wait. They're going to get the man out of the box here soon. There's a shot by Kettler right into the glove. So 39 seconds left here in regulation time. Let's set it up for you. 3 seconds remain on the penalty to Archie. You got 37 seconds remaining on the penalty. So, he's pretty much done at this point unless there's a power play goal. Purcell's only going to come out with 2 seconds remaining. Big face-off draw. Who's going to step in to take it? Looks like Barry is going to take the draw against Novak. They got to be quick on it. Barry tried to draw it back. There was nobody back there.
Nobody there. This is going to be a game of keep away now until it runs out. They should pull the goalie and go 4-on-4.
They should pull the goalie for sure. They don't. Colley's still in there. RPD's got possession of the puck.
You've got nothing to lose at this point. You might as well all go pressure the puck, give up a breakaway if that's what it takes to get the puck back.
They've got to do something, and they just seem discombobulated out there right now. And finally, Garrett Ross goes all the way down. They're going to get the goaltender out. Play comes up ahead. Look at the miscommunication over there, trying to get something going. The puck squirts loose. Only 5 seconds left, and that's going to do it. RPD is going to go back to the championship with a rematch of last year. They are going to take on the La Beta Snipers, Tyler, with a chance to avenge last year's NARCh Pro Final. A great game, but the last couple minutes have me shaking my head just a bit in some of the decisions by the Verbero Cypress.
I give my hat off to the Verbero Cypress for making it this far, for making it a 3-2 game, for putting up the effort they did. Obviously, they didn't look as organized at times, you know what I mean? They're a newer team to this. Maybe they have guys that have played on other teams, but not together. I think they made a great run, and to get to the semifinal and to lose to RPD 3-2 is nothing to be ashamed of, but hats off to RPD and Zach Lane for making me shut my mouth and shutting the door there the last 10 minutes, and it's going to be a great final. Both teams are very, very deep.
So our final slated for 7 o'clock tonight will be the La Beta Snipers against RPD. Our final score once again in our second pro semifinal, RPD 3, and Verbero Cypress 2. For Tyler Svoboda, I am Jeremy Ellis. Tyler, thanks for joining me, and we will see you later here. More live action coming up on the NARCh live stream at the 2017 NARCh Finals.